Former Malaysian Youth and Sports Minister Syed Saddiq Abdul Rahman has vacated his position as president of youth party Muda after he was convicted of corruption. The Kuala Lumpur High Court found the politician guilty on all 4 charges related to abetting criminal breach of trust, misappropriation of funds and money laundering. Syed Saddiq is Muda's sole representative in the 222-seat Malaysian parliament. And he has held the Muda seat in the southern state of Johor since 2018. Muda was part of Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's unity government coalition, which came to power after the general election last year. But in September, Syed Saddiq announced that his party had withdrawn support, choosing to become a third force in parliament instead. While this did leave Mr. Anwar with less than 2/3 majority, much has changed since. In the past month, 4 MPs from opposition party Bersatu pledged to support Mr. Anwar's government, giving him the more than 2/3 majority needed for constitutional amendments. Syed Saddiq, meanwhile, is at risk of losing his seat as his sentence exceeds the quantum of $400 fine or 6-month jail term for an MP to be disqualified. He will remain a member of parliament until all his appeals have been exhausted. Melissa Goh has more for us from the Kuala Lumpur Court complex.
30-year-old former Youth and Sports Minister Syed Saddiq Abdul Rahman was convicted of all 4 graft charges, including money laundering and embezzlement, involving about $200,000. And for that, he was sentenced to 7 years imprisonment and a fine of $2.1 million. Plus, on top of that, 2 strokes of caning. Now, in delivering the judgment, Judge Abdul Hamid said the defence has failed to raise a reasonable doubt, while the prosecution argued that a clear message must be sent. White-collar crime is serious, and he's an MP and should have known better. Now, speaking after he was released on bail, Syed Saddiq maintained that he's innocent and is determined to clear his name.
Well, I believe in order to make Malaysia a great country is about building strong institutions which outlast personalities and partisanship. But in order to be that group of leaders, you have to be whiter than white. And until I clear my name in the court of law, I think that's a principled decision which I have to hold on to.
Syed Saddiq's political fortune began as youth chief in Parti Pribumi Bersatu. Now, he rose to become the country's youngest youth and sports minister when Dr. Mahathir Mohamad became second-time prime minister. Now, he later quit Bersatu after the change in government and founded his own party, Malaysian United Democratic Alliance, or Muda. And the verdict has triggered an outcry among his party members and supporters. His parents, who've been his staunchest supporters, were shattered. Now, the MP of Muda from the southern state of Johor will remain as Member of Parliament until his appeal process is exhausted. Now, the court has granted a stay of execution of the sentence pending his appeal. Now, political observers say the court's decision is a big blow to his political career and may spell the end of his party, Muda, that's barely 3 years old. Melissa Goh, CNA, Kuala Lumpur.